tools and methods that I might employ, I think you'll find I'm different than most agents out there or ones that you might meet or work with. And the reason for that is because I've got such a diverse background and knowledge of a lot more areas other than real estate. And they've got kind of all culminated back into the real estate area for me. So this is one of my sites, primary site that I send most people to. You know, most of you all have websites. I do have books that I show up as author of these relative books, which we'll get into a little bit later. Me and my buddies, we love skiing every year. A bunch of us realtor guys, 7 of us get together, pick a spot and go skiing for 4 days. And this was up at Heavenly Valley with some USA athletes we hooked up with up there. A lot of fun. If you have any questions, of course, try to put them in the chat. We'll try to address them, or Shannon can yell them out if he sees them pop up there as we go along. But give you a little background on myself. I was born in Southern California in Atwater, in Glendale area, Burbank, and went to parochial school there, got a scholarship to go play football down in San Diego. There was my 57 Chevy, it was my first car, my old neighborhood. And when I got out of real estate, I graduated from Cal State Northridge with a bachelor's degree. I went straight into real estate in 1977, was licensed, and went to work for a company there called Forrest Olson, eventually bought out by Coldwell Banker. But one of their top agents, a young guy, started his own company, and I was one of the first agents there. And that is an anomaly into itself right now. That has spurned into Paramount Properties, other RE/MAX offices, Rodeo Realty, Pinnacle Estate Properties, all stemmed from this R.R. Gable company. So it's an interesting story. Now, during that course of 43 years, I was able to be mentored and have association with a lot of people: Tommy Hopkins, Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins, Darren Hardy, I still listen to just about every day. Mike Ferry, you guys might recognize him, and his son Tom. Tom was just a little punk running around the stage when we used to go to Mike's superstar retreats in Desert Hot Springs, and I got to know him pretty well, actually. My pastor, my mom. So yeah, I've got some Ricky Carruth. I don't know if you guys know him. He's a coach from Alabama that does free coaching online right now, and some other people you might recognize there too. So during the course of my real estate career, I've been able to have a few different hats. I've been a manager, I've been a trainer, group leader, top producer, top 5% in the nation at one point, and I was also able to be part owner of a construction company building homes that had no bearing walls. It was a really interesting concept of which we had built homes. Some of my team players that we work with here. And of course, there's family, my son who's 16 that we go skiing and do a lot of fun things together too. So a little bit about me. One of the things that I was involved with other companies that I'd started was internet marketing. So I became a certified social media master, what they call it. And in the course of that, being involved in the internet marketing arena, if any of you have, it's pretty interesting because there's a lot of very creative people in that industry. And along with that, almost every single day, there is a new shiny object dangling in front of your face saying, buy me, buy me, buy me. And the methods that they used to sell products was really interesting. In fact, people had courses teaching you how to launch products and the ways to do it properly. So the more information I saw and the more presentations I saw toward me, I started picking up some ideas on how this could be implemented in the real estate market. So every day someone's got a sales program. This isn't anything like that. We're not selling you anything. I'm just sharing with you some things that I've garnered along the way. Maybe you'll pick up some tips. You're welcome to call me, text me, email me anytime if you want to pick my brain or want some information on something specifically you think I might know about. I pretty much listen to classes and webinars every single day. If I'm doing emails or whatever on this screen's got something playing in the background that I can listen to, and I can stop and record it or do whatever I want and play it later if need be, or take notes, but always absorbing information daily. a lot, sometimes too much. My head starts to hurt. So, so in the course of doing the internet marketing, as I was saying, most of the time the pitch is this: okay, be here on time, sign in, register. Now they've got your email, just the same things we do with lead capture. And then they contact you, and you join the webinar, and then it's like, okay, this is who I am, and this is what we're doing, this is what we're offering you. And for half an hour, you see what they have to present. For the next hour after that, all they do is try to sell you the product and then offer you the bonuses and then give you scarcity. If you don't buy it today, you're not going to take advantage of the bonuses. And that's the formula, right, that they do. So does that apply to real estate? Not exactly, but in ways it kind of does. A little bit more about me. I have a ton of websites up, and people in my business, my friends, are like, why do you have so many websites? Well, because not everybody likes the same thing. Some people don't care about filling out a form. Some people don't want to fill out a form. Some people say, give me the information. If you don't, they go. Some people like red, some people like blue. So that's why we do A/B testing for our ads on Facebook and Google Ads and AdWords and things like that. That's why we run different videos to see which one is going to perform the best. So I do a lot of that, and a lot of that has come as a result of being involved with the internet marketing arena and social media classes that I had taken and people that I watch. I've got a ton of resources out there, you guys, if you ever want to reach out and say, hey, where can I find out who's good to teach me about Facebook ads or YouTube ads? And I've got resources that I can share with you on those types of things. Some will do a little today. But if you were to Google me, Brian Chandler and Parker, or Remax and Parker, you'll see it pretty much dominate, the pages. And the interesting thing about it is if you look at the URLs, right, Brian Chandler Remax, there's Home Sellers, Brian Sells, RE Colorado Online, Realtors in Parker, Colorado. Most of these are my domains, they're my websites. If they didn't exist, I wouldn't be showing up here, right? That's page 1. We go to page 2. There's more, homes.com, Realtors in Parker, Colorado, real estate agents. There's things on Yelp, Pinterest, Twitter, of course, all the social media that you wouldn't normally expect to show up, YouTube. So I have a YouTube channel as well with videos there. So when you go to videos after my name, you'll see that pretty much dominate all those too for my area. So it all comes in, it all helps. The other thing too is I am Google screened, which means they do background check on you, they verify your license, they go through, check that you have the proper insurance coverage, they do other background checks through Pinkerton. And then if you get approved, you can bid to be here at the very top, even above Realtor.com and Zillow and Trulia, Redfin, anybody else. Above any sponsored or paid ads, you show up at the very, very top when you are Google screened. So if you haven't done that yet, or this is new to you, by all means, research that. I can help you, direct you to where to go to enroll. And it takes about 3 weeks to go through the process once you fill out all the forms and get the information. So, one of these all in themselves is like, well, that's not such a big deal. But when you add them all up together, it's like, well, yeah, I guess if people are looking for you, realtors near me, and I show up for Parker and surrounding neighborhoods, there's an advantage. And this is the best resource cost-wise that I have of any marketing and advertising I do over Google ads, Facebook ads, being part of any other lead generation type company. Costs currently about $30 per lead that I get. But the leads are solid. These people are calling me based on the search they just did here online. Okay, let's see what else we have. One of my other websites, as I said, I've got many different ones, and they all kind of lean a little different way, layout-wise, color-wise, images. Put my image in here into the phone. This actually gears more toward Parker, where I live. So I've got information. And once again, it's not uncommon that agents will do this. We've got information, a video about it. We've got stats from InfoSparks that we can put in a live feed that update for information on that. And of course, RE/MAX provides us with quite a few tools, as other companies do too, like Keller Williams and Compass and some others. Yeah. This one is actually provided through RE/MAX, so it's more in line with what you would normally see on the search bar there, what's your home worth, go down, and then we could customize that as well to provide information, videos and things on this RE/MAX page that's given to us from there. This is another one that going after the luxury market. You know, you'll see something similar, but then again, something's a little different because it's all appealing to a slightly different market. I'll try to tab through. There's another site of mine. Another one just dealing with Lone Tree, Colorado. It's a real popular luxury type neighborhood. So we've got information about the area, some demographics, information here. This came from Neighborhood Scout. If you're familiar with that.com, they've got some great information that's there. And then we can also leverage that for the other areas around Lone Tree that are also luxury type neighborhoods. And then I even plan on leveraging this out for our ski resorts, for Aspen, Breckenridge, Vail and such, and link them to agents there that I'll refer to if people come from this page to them. Another one, this one's got some nice little videos playing in the background. This one's got ability for a call. If they click this, I get a call on my phone that connects them automatically to them in 30 seconds. And it's also got a chat that's not unfamiliar with Facebook Messenger and others. As you see, the other sites I have did not have this. So once again, it's got its purpose for where we're promoting and marketing. This is being worked on right now, Douglas County luxury homes. Okay, so now we break it down into the communities that I wanted to: Highlands Ranch, Lone Tree, Castle Rock, Franktown, Parker, and then some Douglas County homes as well. So this is going to be serving the purpose of several different websites all in one, because we're doing all of our marketing, promotion, advertising to Douglas County luxury homes. And from that, we'll connect all the other communities, information, demographics, stats, searches, and everything else. Currently, if you were to do a search on one of these, let's say Highlands Ranch. So we also have dining, shopping, leisure, things that would be important for people looking to find out about a community. So it brings up, and all of these are going to be 850,000 and above, which depending on your market could seem like a lot or not a lot. It's getting more extreme here in Colorado compared to my buddies in California that are dealing with one-bedroom homes that sell for $900,000. So. Okay, so here's another, this is a landing page. You guys are familiar with it. It's kind of a lead magnet. We're going to advertise for a list of properties for sale in Parker, Colorado. And this one is going to be asking for their name, email, phone number, get the Parker list, just like you would find like a normal lead capture page. This one's got a little information about the town, first of all. And we also do promote, it's not just homes. We have lands, ranches, condos, luxury homes where I live. So we want to promote those as well, excuse me. And something else you guys might find interesting to leverage your marketing. This is the right one. This is one of the other sites. Let's see. Oh, I think we went back. Okay, so this, I got kind of a pet peeve, especially being involved with internet marketing, is that everyone has a lead magnet. Okay, get this free ebook, get this free thing, this free list, this free PDF, and that's great. And I have a ton of them, which I'll show you in a little bit. But the process is pretty much the same. They want to capture your information. And how many times have you done that where you start putting in your information and then they don't give you the information? They don't send you the email. They don't give you the download, but they still continue to hound you and try to sell you something or upsell you something. And that's just a pet peeve of mine. I just didn't like it. So when I came up with this concept, it's like, well, it really had to do with Google AdWords, because as opposed to Facebook, you are looking to get yourself in front of people that are just scrolling their timeline, and you want to show up and grab their interest, or have some kind of interrupt that makes them stop and look at your video or your ad, whatever it might be. Where Google, people are searching for something that you're telling them you have available to them. So if they're searching for homes for sale in Parker, Colorado, over $1 million, my ad's going to show up, and they'll click on the link, and then I'll bring them to the page that I want to bring them to. So in this case, this page gives them the list. It gives them a link to the list with a little twist in that we say that there are links below the video to the list of luxury homes for you. So we talk about luxury homes in Douglas County. It says, watch the 2-minute video for my complimentary VIP services. And then right here below is call, text, email me today. And there's the actual link to the list that they want, and a little more information about me. So all these are links to these lists in these areas. Now, the concept behind this in the video gives me an opportunity to let them meet me and say, okay, what's this all about? What's VIP concierge services? So when I play the video, it's like, hi, I'm Brian, this is where I am, this is what I do, this is how long I've been doing it. And I do something different than a lot of realtors. I have what I call VIP concierge services. And that entails that for my clients, buyers or sellers or both, I could provide them with a 1-year home warranty plan. I can provide them, or will provide them, with moving boxes. I'll change the locks on them for their new home. If they need a handyman to get the property ready for sale, I'll provide the handyman. If they need someone to help them stage the home or declutter, I'll provide the assistance in doing that. If they need a little touch-up paint, if they have junk they need removed out of their garage, well, we'll have a junk company come up and remove it for you. That's me. That's on me at my expense as part of the services for working with me. So if you feel like you'd like to have those in addition to a realtor with a lot of experience and thousands of transactions under his belt, I'd love to talk to you. So give me a call, text me, email me. My information's down below. Thanks for stopping by. That's pretty much the video. So I pay for the ad. Someone clicks on the ad. They get what they asked for without having to enter any information whatsoever. And if they don't watch my video, they don't watch my video. I don't get information where I have to try to call them, email them, text them, leave a voicemail, follow up again, put them in the CRM. And that's just a method different than what other agents would do. Not to say I don't do the other as well, but in certain cases, I'd rather do it this way. So if they do contact me, I've got a pretty solid lead, I think, and someone that wants to talk to me or interested in my services. So it's just a method to say, you asked for it, here it is. But if you want to know a little bit more information, just watch the video. It's only 2 minutes. And if they do, I might have a chance of garnering more business from them. If they don't, no skin off my nose, right? It didn't cost me anything except the cost of running the initial ad. So that's just the thought process I had in creating this landing page that doesn't capture any information. In fact, I tell them that at the beginning of the video too. I said, I'm not asking for your name, email, phone number, any of that. If you'd like to share it with me, that's great, but it's not necessary. Your link is below here. All right, where are we going next? Something else that I got from the internet marketing world. I came across a guy who created videos. He was doing it for other businesses, for restaurants, for doctors, for dentist's office, chiropractors. And he would do these templates. And it's like, this is number 16. So we would have these templates that we would I asked him, I said, well, can you make some templates for some video, for real estate? And he goes, yeah, I don't see why not. Just need to tell me what you want to show. So I had him build 50 templates for me. So these are proprietary, and they all have different designs. They all have different transitions, diagonals, Venetian blinds, slides, for different prices. Now I use this in a couple different ways. One is like, well, sure, everyone's got videos for their listings. Not like this. These are unique. There's music. And when I go on a listing presentation, I have the video already made up for the property I'm going on a listing presentation for. Because it takes me about an hour to customize this with images, text. I don't usually put pricing in, it's just usually put dollar signs, but their address is there. Everything about their property that I could find online is already there. So when I do my presentation, I already showed them that, well, not only do I have photo brochure with your picture and your property already here, I already have a video that I made, and we've got several choices of videos that we can use. And I'd like to do that because, as I said, some people like certain music, some people like other music, some people like different colors, some people like different transitions. And we A/B test these when we put them up and put them in our Facebook ads. As you might know, Facebook ads, you have ads sets, and then you have ads, and then you can create a variety of different ads that show up, and Facebook will automatically optimize those for you and show you which one's performing better and show that one more than they will the ones that aren't. Okay. Yeah, so that's been a real asset, having those templates. And as I said, it takes me about an hour to, it's just a spreadsheet I have where I keep all my information. The other thing too is I've got my community. I'm making a directory for businesses called inparker.com, and it will be free listings for businesses, and it will be just like a regular directory. You can search for restaurants, attorneys, chiropractors, florists, clothing, whatever might be available in your community. And the concept is to create more relationships with the local business owners to get them to know me. I'm offering them free advertising. I'll have their email addresses. So I'll email them all and let them know that I've put their business in inparker.com for free. And not to expect that there's going to be any cost involved, if there's any changes about their business, or they're offering a special, or they want a coupon run or some type of 2-for-1 on the website, they can just contact me, and I'm happy to go ahead and do an interview with them on a video, put it right up on the home screen. And that way I get a little conversation going with a local business owner, and you never know where business is going to generate once you make a contact like that. And I think people appreciate it when you're doing something to help them with their business and you're not asking for anything back in return, other than if you know somebody thinking of buying or selling, just keep me in mind. I'll leave some of my cards with you. So that's inparker.com. The other thing too is in my farm, a new farm area, I've just created, it's called Canterbury Crossing. So I've just created mycanterbury.com. And we're just starting on this, so it's going to have a breakdown. Of course, I'm the owner, so I'll have my ad in there for real estate. And we'll deal with lifestyle, we'll deal with housing stats. It's a blog basically, but it's something that I can now include. I can spotlight local businesses here. I did hear just something recently. Here. This is for one of the pizza places. Artisan Pizza. So I sent this postcard out to my farm area, and basically it says, give me a call for a free consultation and I'll bring the pizza. And I got a lot of good comments on this because people know, one, I'm supporting a local business, and secondly, it's something different than a normal, real estate type card. These are postcards that I'm usually put together and sending out. Canterbury's selling like hotcakes. I also send just listed, just sold, and just closed on my listings.
Hey, Brian, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, sure.
When you did all that, did you do all that networking with those restaurants and you're sending out all those flyers out for free for them, or are they paying for that part of it to be advertised?
No, I'm paying for it.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I just asked him to make a good offer.
I thought you had said that. I just wanted to just double check. I was away from the mic. I just wanted to just double check, but I put in the comments in my personal opinion, and of course, anybody else's, feel free to run into the chats to if you had any questions for anything that Brian's asked. But everything that he's saying is pretty much, back to basics, but it's really gold if we really do it the same way. And it's killing with kindness, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, thank you. And I know I'm kind of just ranting here. I don't want to take a lot of time because I've got a ton of stuff to share over the next months if you guys come back. But this one was for little Ricky's. And this guy couldn't believe that I was going to do this for free. And I, well, yeah. So basically he said, okay, anybody who brings in an order of a medium pizza or bigger gets free garlic knots. Or if they order $50 or more, they'll get free chicken wings too. So it's like, that's awesome. So well, not only did I get these postcards and then mail them, but had others made up. You see, there's no place for an address. I door dropped these in a plastic sleeve with my notepad and my pen on the doorsteps of the neighborhood. And of course, the neighborhoods are close by to where these, where the businesses would be. By the way, if you want to know, these postcards are 6x11. They are the size that EDDM uses with the post office, which means that they are sent without a name and an address, but they're dropped at every door, every mailbox. These are 6x11 color, both sides. I send these out to 750 homes every 3 weeks currently, and they're 38 cents a piece at what it cost me mailed. So I don't think you can find that anywhere. The cheapest I've ever found is like 65 cents, 63 cents. Most are 70, 80, depending on where you want to go. Boomerang, Prospect Plus, other companies are like, we do it all for you. You just give us the address and we'll send them out. It's like, that's great. You can do that. You can't customize too much. And then secondly, when you're sending out, think about it, if your farm's 1,000 and you're sending them out at 38 cents a piece, it's $380. If you're paying 70 cents, $700 to send them out. So I can almost send twice as many postcards for the same amount of money that an average realtor would spend on their postcard program. And if you guys want to know how I do that and who I use and how it gets done, I'm happy to share that with you too. You can always email me or give me a call, give me a text. Okay, so also what I did for the little Rickies is I created an online form off of mycoupon.inparker.com, and people could come here from an ad I ran on their behalf on Facebook. I paid for it. I put up their ad, and we got a ton of clicks through. People filled out the form, captured their name and email, gave it to the business to say, if you guys have a newsletter, mailing list, here's the names of people that wanted your coupon. So I did that, and then when people completed the list, of course, I'm promoting it, so my pictures and things, of course, on there. But then after they submit their information on the lead capture, here's the page that comes up. They could copy it onto their phone, print it out, bring it in. Once again, it shows that I am involved in the promotion of this for the local business. Oh yeah, I showed you about the books earlier. So I have currently 6, 7 on the way of different books that we use. And actually, Shannon is going to help promote this book initially with some advertising on Facebook and some other venues to generate some leads for sellers. So we all know right now, that's who we want, right? We want sellers and listings more than we want buyers necessarily. So this is a way that we're going to attempt to see if we can get some leverage off the book. And the book can be mailed, hard copy, it's a paperback, or a digital version, which will be the way that we'll deliver most of these. But it's insider secrets to get top dollar for your home. And you guys are welcome to a copy of that that are attending here today with no problem. And beyond that, we've got divorce. There's 1.3 million divorces a year on the average here in the United States. 60% of those sell their property. So that's over 700,000 listings based on divorce in the US. So there's a potential market there also, of course. Where do you reach those people? Well, that's for another class. The Ultimate Guide to Buying a Home. So if we're going after buyers, is the book I have for buyers as well.
Hey, Brian, maybe a good way is getting in touch with divorce attorneys, just being like, hey, let's do referral fees. Every couple that you work with, if you recommend us, we'll give you a $500 kickback or something. That's an interesting approach.
It is. And the thing with that is, fortunately, there's a lot of family law attorneys out there who deal with divorces, and you really have to reach out to as many as you can, because the majority of them are just going to blow you off, right? They're not going to be interested. Well, let's see your book first before I help you promote it or do anything. Sure, I get it. So here's the digital version. When are they going to get to go look at the book? And it's got to be enough enticing for them to keep me in mind and refer me, because it's got to have some ability to compensate them. They're going to want you to give them something back. And that's fine. Like you said, $500 or a finder's fee, because referral fee, if you're not licensed, is not legal in most cases. So you would have a finder's fee, or you can try to incorporate that into your agreement with the referral. So it's like, well, I'm not going to pay anything to your attorney. You are. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, he referred me, and we normally want to have some form of compensation back. You're already working with him as your client. We're going to build into something into the agreement and the sale that's going to compensate him for his services and providing me as your correspondent, as your realtor.
And most attorneys would just go ahead and just charge on an extra hour, which, as we all know, is an additional $20,000.
So this was actually a lead, a capture page. We're kicking around a little bit also for a landing page to send them to this for divorce. And let's see what else we have here. Oh yeah, of course, social media is a whole nother class basically. But if you guys don't have a business page already for your real estate business, you should get one created. This one, I have a company that I hired after a long time of looking. It's called Keeping Current Matters, and I'll show you their website in just a bit here. But they update my business page every day, and BombBomb also, I've got to deal with them. They publish these different posts every single day automatically to my business page. So I don't have to worry about content. It's always got new, fresh content up there that gets posted, and once a week they do a video, and they post up a video as well. And then, of course, I can come in and put up my own listings. This is something I'm just starting with, and it's like, how can you find and buy a home that's not for sale yet? Because buyers are out there, of course, as you know, frustrated as can be, losing offers, making bids, not being able to compete, having to overbid, and they still don't get it. And it's like, well, that's because you use two primary methods of looking for a home, Mr. Buyer, is either you're going to go online and you're going to go to Trulia or Redfin or Zillow, and you're going to do a search yourself for homes online. And that's fine. And that, most people, 80% of people start their home search online. However, did you know that Zillow doesn't get information on new listings right away? My MLS gets information to me faster than it gets to Zillow, which means if you're working with me, you can know about the new home that comes on for sale before Zillow lets their people following them know. Did you know that? It's like most of them don't. It's like not only that, so you're either working with a realtor and that realtor's looking for you. Maybe they've got you on alerts. If something new comes up, you get an email or a text letting you know, hey, new property just come to market, or it's coming soon. It's going to be visible next Sunday. Maybe they are doing that, and maybe they aren't. Okay, so those are the two methods, right? You're going to go online, search yourself, follow some of the major real estate companies to try to find the home to buy, or you're going to work with the realtor, which is great, to try to help you find a home to make an offer on. Well, on the second situation with the realtor, when does that realtor find out about the home? Mostly when it goes to MLS. Well, here in Denver, we've got 20,000 realtors in the Denver metro area. 40,000 in the, I forget the state. So everyone has access at the same time to that information. So unless you're the only buyer for that house that exists, you're going to compete with every other buyer and realtor looking for that same property. And of course, that's going to put you in a bidding situation once again. Then you're going to have to go in, try to compete, take all of the conditions and all of the home inspections, and you have to waive those, waive the appraisal, waive the seller's disclosure statement, all of that to try to get an edge over and above your competition. So those are the two ways almost everyone does it. So if there was a different way for you to find a home and buy it without dealing with that competition, or before that home even goes on the market, would you be interested in hearing more about that? I'm sure you guys are probably thinking to yourselves, well, tell us, Brian, how you do it. How do you do it? Well, once again, that's for a whole nother class too. But there's definitely a way to do it. In fact, I even have a video I've made kind of showing a lot of those steps and methods. So the public will look at that and go like, oh my God, I had no idea you could even do this stuff. It's like, yeah, it's there. You just have to know where and how to deal with it.
Awesome.
What's that?
I said, awesome.
Yeah,
go ahead. Was somebody else going to say something?
LinkedIn, once again, also an important place. Keeping current matters, which I'll show you a little bit about now too. It's got nothing great. I don't get anything for it, but I think they're the best service for the dollar that you can get out there. So this is one of the videos that they put up. So they auto post to Twitter, not Instagram. I don't think they can do Instagram, but they do Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn automatically every day. They'll post up to these for you. And of course, you can add on and look at them and make comments and like them and do things on your own as well. Blogs also. So this is kind of cool. Keeping Current Matters has its own blog for you that you can use and promote, which I'll show you. This is my blog off of briansells.us. And the nice thing about this is a website built on WordPress. And WordPress is awesome in so many regards, and mostly because they've got plugins that other people have created that you can use. And from this blog, when I decide I want to post up something, I'll go in and I'll create the blog on my own. And then I have a plugin called blog2 social. And it's a free plugin, and there is a premium upgrade if you want to have scheduling and other features or more networks available. But right now for free, you can connect to LinkedIn, Facebook Personal, Facebook Business, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, Tumblr, all for free. And once you make your blog, you save it, you just go, it pops up right there where your blog post is. Well, actually, I might be able to kind of show you.
And auto-populates it right there.
Yeah.
Eric, sorry to interrupt you here, Brian. Eric, did you have any specific questions or anything that you wanted to ask Brian? It looks like you're our last guest that is still here with us.
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate more people couldn't attend. No, I mean, Brian, by the way, I mean, great value. It's too bad it couldn't, catch a larger audience. I mean, everything you said is really good stuff. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, I don't have any particular questions. I'm just kind of, I'm always looking for new ways to meet agents and obviously,
Absolutely.
Share the value of my company as well.
Eric, I'd love to kind of talk to you a little bit more about that a little bit later, because again, I'm dealing with agents all across the country. So Perfect. As soon as you kind of let me know where that's at, one of my guys has got your email. We have that information. We'll kind of drop that over. And Perfect. Also we'll send over Brian's information. And I'll definitely send you a book over to a book link.
Yeah.
As far as everything else went. But we're going to do this like every 2 weeks. And, unfortunately, the other guys kind of just dropped out. It was a little bit longer than an hour. But I learned a few things that I didn't know just about some systems that were going in there. So, Brian, Thank you very, very much for sharing the different things. One of the things that I love personally about it is what you're doing with the connections in the community. That was one of the things that I've been trying to establish throughout my real estate career and other jobs that I've had, is really just tying everybody into the community and to the network. And I think that is absolutely fantastic. And I really wish that more agents would try that. I think that would really, really help boost their social presence, period. Exactly what you had said about doing it door knocking. It's the exact same way that we can go through and do it digitally through our company. And that is just really going in and promoting this out from Papa John's or from whoever, it doesn't make a difference, that, hey, here's this free thing, come over and let our agent go and do that. I absolutely love that idea. I think it's fantastic. So
Yeah,
I hope when I
it's been
show
really
this out to
well.
some of our other agents, they would agree and maybe take on some of those other skills.
Yeah, as I said, I wasn't really watching the time, but there's
No
just
worries.
so much stuff. I mean, if you
Well, that's this business alone. We could talk about it for days and days and days and still never
well,
anybody figure it
to
all
look
out.
at this, these are all folders that I have under RE Consulting, right? Just all these different things. If you want, caricatures, I've got infographics, I've got fairy scripts, different classes I've attended, jiggler templates.
That's funny. I noticed their brand face in one of your files. You work with them still?
Yeah, with Tanya and Michael.
Yeah. Yeah, she's Tanya and Michael is a sponsor of my school.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting. I'll have to tell her. And this one here is Superstars Retreat. So I've got, all these are folders with they're the fairy scripts. There's the whole thing on Greg Luther, if you guys know who he is, Keeping Current Matters, Lead Generation through Jim Mack, Krista Mayshore. There's just Ricky Caruth, all these things that I've garnered over the last year and a half from attending, from watching, from listening, from reading. And any agent that would like to leverage this and have me help them and give them this data, I'm happy to do and give back, right? It's just whether they're interested in going to that stage or whether they'd just rather keep doing what they do now, right? Instead of learning how other top producers do it, or what you garner. And as I said, I absorb all day long, every single day. I probably get more done by 9 a.m. than most agents do the whole day.
I hear you.
I'll borrow that from the U.S. Army, but from their slogan. Yeah, but we can continue on with this, I think. And Eric, I've got alwaysfreece.com.
Yeah, wonderful.
I'm going to let all my RE/MAX agents. RE/MAX Alliance here is the largest in Colorado with 23 offices. And if these guys know that they've got a resource for free continuing education, it's a no-brainer, right?
Eric, if you want to go ahead and give a shout out for your company again, this way I have it recording, so I'm going to send it out to my partnering agents. And that way, if they're available, if your company's available in their state, they can be able to reach out. So if you just want to drop your web or go ahead and say it.
Yeah, so my name's Eric. I own an online real estate school specializing in CE. It's called Thrive Real Estate Education. You can also reach it at alwaysfreece.com. We provide free continuing education in currently 8 states. We'll be in 15 states in the next 60 days. But when you go to the website, there'll be a map on the homepage. And every state in yellow is states we're launched in. And then if the state is highlighted in blue, it is pending. And we're anticipating offering free CE within those blue states within the next 30 to 90 days. And then if it's a green state, unfortunately, we haven't submitted courses and approval there yet. But in the next 24 months, we should be in all 50 states offering free continuing education to agents. We're hoping to save every agent, depending on what state you're in, anywhere from $50 to $200 on their CE, and just provide something of value. So yeah, check it out. We do have a huge library of professional development courses and coaching and training on there as well. Everything's free. It's really a great value add to agents. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks, guys.
That's awesome. We appreciate you sharing. And Brian, again, thank you. And if anybody needs to reach out to Brian, Brian, go ahead and give your email address or your website address.
Yeah, you can send it to Brian, BRIAN, at homesellers.us. Phone number 720-808-1007.
Awesome. And always, ShayBeas Enterprises Realty definitely thanks you guys for paying attention and listening and joining us today. And thank you guys for this time, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay, you got it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.